And that brings me up to this. This is what happens a lot. This is why a lot of people dislike the Chaz. Because people, this is honestly the truth. People go out there and they don't watch the Chaz. They don't watch me. They don't listen to me. They don't do that. No. What happens is somebody heard what I said, and then they go and tell their buddies or their friends or their Facebook or their little Snapchat chat groups or their little Discords, their little holes in the wall. And then they say, the Chaz said this. No matter what I actually meant, the Chaz said this about you. The Chaz said this, the Chaz said that, the Chaz said this. They don't, and the person that they're trying to instigate and get mad, they ain't even giving no context, giving no information, giving no foundation to the statements that were made. And that's what happens. That's why I get hated on, I think. That's why, from the things I've been seeing and doing and being around, that seems to be the main reason some people get up. They don't even watch it. They don't even have to watch it. And people like this Paul Clayton do what he does right here. I'm about to talk about it. And a bunch of people do this, I believe. And people who haven't even watched me to give me the time of day to understand what I'm even talking about have already discarded me based on the false advertisement, the defamation on a social platform. They don't even give me the damn time of day. This is exactly how the Larsonites have worked for years. Pick one sentence, ignore the entire story. Judge the book by its cover, oh no, but on its first fucking page. And that's a big problem too, isn't it, in society? We don't even have to read the book anymore. We don't even judge books by their cover. We judge them by the first damn page. And if that first page is something we don't like, then screw the damn story. I already know all about it, you cocky, arrogant pieces of shit. And that's fine. That's fine. But Paul Clayton yesterday goes onto his damn Facebook because of the comments and the things I was talking about, which was real, and said Chaz just compared RTJ to Tim Tebow. Now, if you go and read that, what do you just see? What do you comprehend when you hear, or you're scrolling your Facebook, and you may have heard of this Chaz guy one way or another, whether you saw his ass on the big screens at Bristol or whatever, online, the millions and millions of views that I've got over the last 5-6 years. I think it's like 36, 37 million views between Facebook and YouTube. And hell, I got 10 million, hell, 4 million this week on TikTok. And I don't even posted the damn thing. I think TikTok's destroying the world. Our short attention spans are the damn problem at the end of the day. And with this short attention span, we see how news and everything rotates. One week it's Titanic, one week it's aliens, one week it's that, Ukraine, blah, blah, blah. They do it like they're not pushing you away from the short attention span way of teaching. They're indulging into it because they're out there to make that money. But the mind is controlled by the money. You don't need frequency to do that. You just control them with manipulation. But regardless, this type of shit right here is the TikTok of the defamation way of doing things. The TikTok message says Chaz compared RTJ to Tim Tebow. Now, why the hell did I say that? No one knows. People scrolling, these 8 little idiots, the 17 commenters of idiocracy, they don't know. They just guess that I must have just degraded RTJ, somebody who recently I just defended pretty extraordinarily. Now I have switched to degrading RTJ. So not only did the people I may have appeased when I was defending RTJ, now they hate me. Even those people who may have liked me, now they hate me because I'm comparing their favorite driver to Tim Tebow. Although the context of the situation is that I was saying that Scott Bloomquist, in his evaluation of Ricky Thornton Jr., made it seem like he believes Ricky Thornton Jr. is a good driver like a Tim Tebow. He can throw the football, but he's not on that elite level. And that his race car is making a Tim Tebow win the Super Bowl in the dirt late model world. And that was the context that, and anyone who thinks about it, listens to that, understands what I'm saying there. That's pretty fair to say what Scott Bloomquist was saying. And then you have even another sumbitch come in here and back it up named John Horn. You have John Horn come on here to back it up. The CNN continues. He also said Davenport has accused him of cheating, which clearly did not happen. And if it did, there are only 2 people in the world who could verify it to be a fact. Although we all heard with our minds of our own, we all heard that Scott Bloomquist was on the damn phone with Jonathan Davenport. And everybody who has a free-thinking mind could kind of see that they were saying that Ricky Thornton Jr. was doing something a little freaky or tricky or new and unknown, because there's no damn way that Tim Tebow is waxing Jonathan Davenport in the late model world's ass this year. That's what they don't believe, that Ricky Thornton Jr. could be doing this legally, is what it sounded like to most normal people who have a brain and think and have ears and have dealt with similar situations or just seeing the forest before the fucking trees. I don't need these guys to come out and tell me, yeah, that's what we were saying, to have a brain to think and understand what I am seeing in the foreground of the self. So anyway, this is a situation that happens all the time, and I just wanted to address it because these are the type of people who have smeared the Chaz for years, taken what I've said in one sentence, tried to spin it into another narrative because they dislike me, or they're a Larsonite, probably a closet-ass Larsonite right here. Hell, even Kyle in his own right is somewhat like this son of a bitch. But at the end of the day, this is what's wrong with a lot of societies. Misrepresenting what somebody else said, but it's all for the instigation of the lie. At least when I get on here, I say some stuff that I think, I believe. Anytime I reference what I hear from someone else, I never say who exactly has told me. There's a lot of stuff that I know that I don't say because I'm protecting my person who told me, and I don't want them to be in trouble with that guy and that guy. So I keep the, hey, he said this out pretty much all the time when it comes to what I do. I don't really sit here and look to find something that, oh, well, blah, blah, blah last week told me blah, blah, blah. Even when I hear about the 55 races and the All-Stars and high limit signing and it's already all done, I don't freaking tell you who told me that, and I don't tell you who I heard it from. But I heard it. It's what I think, it's what I believe, and it's, like I said yesterday as well, facts are boring. Speculation is exciting. But this shit right here ain't no speculation. This is what has come out of my mouth that they are relaying to the world. Now, as far as this RTJ Tim Tebow, Davenport accusing him of cheating, and even his fans were like, yeah, well, Davenport, he has a right to call him a cheater because Ricky Thornton Jr. failed the droop rule at Lucas Oil, and, well, you know, just trying to justify what was said. And it's just not right. It's just not right. I think that people are somewhat blind to how good Ricky Thornton Jr. is. And I honestly think, like I said before, Ricky Thornton Jr.'s are out there in an abundance of an amount. Because just like how some of these dirt racers say, I never made it to NASCAR because I didn't have the money, even though some of these dirt racers could probably kick NASCAR drivers' ass in a equal fair opportunity, even in a cup car, if you give them a little time to learn how to do it. I mean, David Gravel popped out of nowhere and finished 10th with no practice in a truck race, his first try, I believe. So we got talent over here, but just how people in the upper echelons of dirt are saying that about a potential NASCAR career, there are hundreds of Ricky Thornton Jr.'s in lower divisions, like modifieds and stock cars and stuff like that, and even micros and 305 sprint cars, who don't have the abundance of money to go to super late model or 410 sprint car racing, but they have that elite level talent. It's the same concept from top tier dirt racers to NASCAR. It's the affordability to not be able to do that. It's the same concept when it comes to the talent that could be in these more economic divisions that regular people can afford. They just don't have the monetary ability to be a national dirt racing star. And the reason I like a Ricky Thornton Jr.'s career so damn much is that he went from there. He raced his way out of there and built a career in those divisions and actually did the dirt career the right way. If there was an iconic way of becoming a super late model star, to me, it ain't 12 years old in a fucking 604. To me, it's 12 years old and something you can afford. You get to 25, you're able to maybe afford a street stock or a modified, then you start kicking ass with what you can afford, then you get promoted, you get picked up, you level up based on your abilities on the racetrack. Although racing, we don't really have much merit. Winning and performing well ain't really what moves you up. It's about the monetary ability of yourself. And for some reason, if you get to 25 to 30 years old and you finally can afford a $100,000 racing operation, apparently you're too damn old. Although I would say racing world, I think 16 in a real race car is too damn young. I don't think kids should be allowed to be racing. I say, and it really diminished in dirt racing. I know you have floundered on this 16-year-old winning in our superstar race cars, but that ain't nothing but diminishing the respect of the vehicle. When a kid, I'm telling you right now, after working in track management and promotion and years upon years studying the media entities in the world and how it operates, I'm telling you right now, all you damn track promoters and racers, when you got grown adults sitting in your damn grandstand, say it's their first time ever to the racetrack, and the main event, the Super, the 604, whatever your main event is, your 305, your IMCA modified, whatever you're trying to promote is worthwhile and worth spending money on, and these people get into your grandstand and they see a damn 12 to 16-year-old kid pop out of that race car, instantly the respect for that vehicle is gone. That is now viewed as a kid vehicle or an elementary level of racing in America. And that's the manipulation of that, in my opinion. 5, 14, 18. All of a sudden, your midgets, your sprint cars are where 14-year-olds learn how to drive. They're not where people go and make a career and are stars in NFL level. This is the beginning. This is the grassroots. You're not the house. And you never will be as long as that's your projection.
This is how we ride. This is how we do.